Ida for not wanting to take care of elderly parents when I was skipped on inheritance? I need some advice. My grandmother passed away leaving her money split evenly between her two children, my mom and my aunt. I was extremely close with my grandmother and grandfather. Everyone knew that I was closer to them than any other grandchild, even their daughters. This was because we were true friends and they could count on me for anything from chores around their house, medical concerns, doctor appointments, cooking and cleaning every holiday meal with very little help from anyone. Yes, I said cooking and cleaning. Sleeping in the hospital with them during surgeries and end days, etc. I lived 3 hours away, and when I would walk in the door they always had a list of things for me to help with. Keep in mind my brother lived 5 minutes away. I never minded helping them. I enjoyed spending time with them. I did not enjoy my family sitting around eating pie after every holiday while I cleaned up after slaving all day. That is another rant. When my mother received the money from my grandmother, she split it evenly between my mother's grandchildren. I have no children. She left me out. How did I find out? My mother told me that she split the money evenly 4 ways for her 4 grandchildren, saying that she thinks that my grandmother would like that. I immediately said, "So you skipped me?" Keep in mind that when my grandparents were in the hospital countless times I would drop everything, travel, spend money on hotels, and push as much work as possible to the side. I own my own business. I would do it all over again and I never expected money from them ever. Did not even cross my mind. However, finding out that I was skipped put a knife through my heart. My grandparents would have never wanted me to be left out, and even more they would never want my feelings to be hurt. Now, I do not have any children. My 2 brothers both have 2 kids. My mother knew that I was upset about it, and a few days later she told me that she changed it and that she was using the money for upgrades on her house. I have never begrudged my little niece and nephews for receiving money at all. I am married and my husband and I are not able to have children. Difficult for me. I found out from my aunt, who took care of my grandmother's finances, that my mom lied to me. She still has the accounts for her grandchildren. I am furious that my mom lied to me. I have not confronted her about this. My parents have a lot more money than my grandparents ever had. It's not like this is my mom's one chance to leave them something. The way that I look at it is this way. My parents have 3 children, who have 3 families. Why did my family, my husband and I, get skipped? BTW, my husband could care less about my parents' money and actually wishes that they had none. He is just not interested. My internal struggle is this. I am the one who is there for my family members when they need it. I am at the hospital. I am checking out care facilities. I am helping out in every way that I can. My brothers and their wives give very little and only when it is convenient for them. They do not travel for family emergencies. They do not go out of their way to help even when it is so much easier for them. When my parents need this kind of support, I want to give it. That is just me, and I know that no one else in my family will, and if they do it will be on their terms, and I will as always do the heavy lifting and they just let me and do not help. However, I am so hurt about this that I do not want to go out of my way for my mom if she needs anything. I am worried that this is going to be the same when my parents pass away. I do all the gritty work, spend money, give time, put my life and business on hold, and get skipped by them in the future. What do? I want to talk to my mom about her lying because it is driving me crazy. I just do not know how to approach this. Ida for not wanting to extend myself to elderly parents who snubbed me. Edit, I said the holiday issues were a different rant. People keep commenting about this. My mom called me a bit ago and asked what I wanted for Christmas. I told her for everyone to help with dishes and she said fat chance, then she said someone was at the door and she had to go. I am trying. The problem is if I do not do these things then my 95-year-old grandma is left with a mess, just like my other grandmother before she passed. And it happens when I am not there. So it's real, they will leave the mess and grandma will not complain. Grandpa sure did, he thought leaving her with the mess was awful. LOL. Just like when my grandparents are in the hospital and no one else can get there. I am not about to leave them alone just because everyone else is too selfish. I am helping others who cannot help themselves. I am not getting any help in return. I cannot kidnap grandma at Christmas either. Last year one of the aunts decided not to come and it broke grandma's heart. I have concerns that she will do it again this year. Actually Christmas Eve, has to be at grandma's. She claimed Christmas Eve with her kids at her house to be accommodating to their new families, when they got married, long before I was born. And all of my grandparents very much appreciated me and told me so often. My grandparents would have never wanted this to happen to me. Not the money, the hurting me over the money. No one knew that there would be money, we just hoped that grandma would have enough for her life. I never expected anything and I would do it all over again, and I will for my last living grandmother. After that, I am done. It is not about the money is an indicator of not being appreciated. Also showing that because I do not have children it is thought that I should do more. Because I do not have children I should also get less, or in this case nothing.